I was born in a small city in East Texas, Tyler, which is adjacent to Van Zandt County. Van Zandt County is interesting because it's called the Free State of Van Zandt County. After Civil War and Reconstruction, the good people of Van Zandt County thought rather than be reunited into the Union, it'd be best just to secede overall from the state of Texas. And to this day, it is pretty much an all-white enclave. Demographics, we show virtually no African Americans living in there. My grandmother grew up in Van Zandt County, very agrarian, rural, and it wasn't until her early mid-teens that she actually saw black people that were adventured through or passing through that actually scared her. The other thing interesting about this project, Callie Earlene, is that to this day, Czech, the language, is the third most spoken language in Texas. The Czech language department at the University of Texas is the largest Czech language department in the country, and there is a huge Czech heritage movement, revitalization of the language. It is a very vibrant community. And it occurred to me that you could have a Czech family, immigrants of Czech, family of Czech immigrants, Callie Earlene being the daughter, and growing up in an all-white enclave in the Deep South, completely ignorant about what was happening just on just outside the county line. So Callie Earlene is the story about a young girl, young woman forced from the land because of typical farm problems. Her father sees an ad in the local Pullman Porter newspaper. They're asking obviously for a black teacher for their town of Epiphany. The father, of course, doesn't recognize that, so the next thing you know, Callie Earlene ends up as a teacher at an all-black town called Epiphany. It's a freedom colony, which is basically where slaves settled after the emancipation. In Texas, there was enough land, and they just formed their own communities inside marginal lands and just pretty much live isolated, self-sufficient from the rest of the world. So Callie Earlene is a story about a young woman growing up and learning firsthand from the deep end of the pool, basically segregation, classist struggles, Jim Crow, the way things work in the Deep South, and not really having any clues or preconceived values about how that is supposed to be. And so it's her education and basically how she struggles to navigate between these two worlds to be the best teacher she can be and to provide the best job of teaching she can to be dedicated to her students. Callie Earlene is also the first two episodes of a 9-episode miniseries, a 9-hour miniseries called Kilgore Crude. Kilgore Crude is about the first year of the East Texas oil boom. It took place in 1930. Callie Earlene ends, that would be the first hour of it, the first 2 hours of it, and basically just as there are stirrings that the oil boom is about to happen. So Callie Earlene is a standalone backdoor pilot. It is a feature. It's won many awards this year alone. It's won Best Screenplay at the Auckland International Film Festival, Best Screenplay at the Evolution Mallorca International Film Festival, Best Story Script at the Red Corner Film Festival. It won Best Historic Drama with the Filmatic Screenplay Awards, the Silver Award at the World Series of Screenwriting, that just happened. Several other awards. It's placed in second or was an official selection or a finalist at least 5 or 10 other festivals this year alone. You can definitely see it, and we can get it made, and then from there on it can go into the first year of the East Texas oil boom when the entire world gets ripped to its core.